Hunter celebrates their 6th consecutive women's volleyball CUNY championship. They sweep 3-seeded Brooklyn, and the Hawks are returning to the NCAA tournament. Ralph Bjorchik alongside Patrick Dietz bringing you this championship wrap-up. Well, for Hunter, they were expecting to face 2-seeded Baruch. That did not happen. Brooklyn upset Baruch in the semifinals, climbing out of a 2-0 hole. But the Hawks simply went out, handled their business as they've had remarkably now for 6 years in a row.
Yeah, and it's just it's not even a matter of going through the motions anymore. It's really executing your game plan and doing it at the highest possible level that you can, so that you can fulfill your own destiny. So it wasn't a surprise, it wasn't a formality, but it was Hunter asserting themselves and really doing what they had to do in the moment.
As we look at our post-match highlights, and for the Hawks, they were able to storm Brooklyn in the opening set, but their back row was super. They hit 349. They hold Brooklyn to 052.
And Kylie Hurst was just unstoppable. The rock was just unpenetrable, and their defense was just, it was a vacuum back there. There was nothing hit the ground. At one point, it was scrap for point, and Brooklyn was battling, but just couldn't come over the hump because Hunter was just there in the same amount of scrap with the same amount of intensity. So it just made total sense that Hunter won tonight.
Isabel Lawrence able to touch that ball down. She hit 471. Kylie Hurst was the tournament MVP, 12 kills. She hit 455. The size of the Hawks was a real factor, and they make it 45 consecutive wins dating back to the 2015 season against CUNY competition. The Hawks never gave Brooklyn even a window of opportunity to threaten them today. Sophomore Miriam Watara had another fantastic match in her growth, and the Hawks will continue to look for that NCAA tournament win, but they show that the bar is set very high in women's volleyball in this conference.
Yeah, and they have been the pinnacle of where you need to be, and they have executed at such a high level so consistently that this is their 26th championship. They hit 349, they had 42 kills. Look, let's put it this way, they had more digs than they had kills, as you see here in this graphic. That just tells you how well their defense was. When you're firing on all cylinders like that, Ralph, you just can't lose.
And the Hawks have it in a very long time in CUNY, 6 years in a row for the Hawks. For my partner Patrick Dietz, my name is Ralph Bjorchik. 2019 belongs to the Hunter Hawks, champions again in the CUNY for women's volleyball.